So Sharknado 33 is an event that we wanted to sort of rinse and repeat from Sharknado 17 when we did a Night of Champions. So the aim for this was to try and get as many amateur titles out there as possible. The COVID pandemic seemed to have robbed a lot of gyms of the intermediate level guys. So there's a lot of fresh talent coming through and there's a lot of seasoned pros.
I couldn't even call Sharknado a grassroots event anymore because it's just so big now. And we're stood right here. This place will be full. Every seat will be filled. And you like to talk about grassroots events. This isn't that. It's beyond that.
Sharknado's fantastic. I fought in Sharknado myself. I fought for the lightweight title before. I think it was years ago now. And I loved it. It was a local show. I fought in it back when it was at the Pyramid Centre, and to see it still going, and also to come up and see Brian. Brian's a good friend of mine. Absolutely love him to pieces. And even though our fighters smash chunks out of each other, he'll still pull my pants down in the cage, and I'll slap his ass when I see him. So it's all good pants. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Henry Pike. I am the head coach at Pike Performance, and we are based down at Gym 01, and we kind of work with a lot of the fighters, helping them with their strength and conditioning. We've been working with Charlie for, I think, the last 2 fights prior to this one. So he came to us before, probably about 12 weeks before his, not previous, but the one before that fight.
Yeah, Sharknado's an unbelievable show. It's the best show, I would say, around in the south, 100%. The atmosphere, you know what I mean, the money that gets spent on it, it's a proper show. It's like fighting on a big show.
When we started Sharknado, there were 3 large promotions, should we say, and that's promotions over sort of 500 capacity in the UK. So the opportunities available for fighters just weren't there. And then at that time you were looking at main events between Jose Aldo and Phil Harrison. In order to get looking at any of those shows, you had to be already world class, you just hadn't been picked up.
So Tommy Day has been working with us as well. He came to us probably about 12 weeks ago now for help with his strength and conditioning. Really, again, I think he's a trained personal trainer, and he's really interested and keen to kind of optimize that side of his training. Again, he's a young guy. He hasn't been training for a long time, probably around a year. But again, he's in the gym all the time. He's here, 6, 7 days a week.
So I arrived first thing, I'm the first one at the venue, to make sure all of the production team and everyone that's building the show arrives and everything is correct. Everything goes correctly. We're known for our pyrotechnics and lighting because we like to create the show. So I need to be on hand to make sure that's all put in the correct place.
Yeah, we've managed to set up. Cage builders coming on now. Everyone's had their pre-fight medicals. Fighters arrived, done all of their paperwork. We're really conscientious now of making sure that if people want to be treated like professionals, then we have to do that. So we have to set the standard, which we've done today. So all the fighters are here. We're going to be very shortly moving on to our live production run through, and then we're going to be doing rules meetings and stuff, looking for a kick-off first fight in 2.5 hours.
Then all the fighters go off. They have all of their rules meetings with all the officials after they've had their pre-fight medicals.
I'm going to take you through the rules of MMA, and then Charlotte's going to take you through the rules of kickboxing.
Self up, get your gum shield out, corners, get straight out, okay? So we can get the fight going straight away.
You'll just get told to go down the stairs anyway, just down the stairs, take your fighter that way, and then you come back up left into the and get your post-fight medical.
So if you think of a 2-inch piece of duct tape from the crown of the head, all the way down the neck and all the way down the spine, that's an illegal strike zone, okay? And it spreads out at the nape of your neck and behind the ears here, down the back.
And then we fine-tune. So we spend about an hour fine-tuning it. We do live run-throughs over and over again to make sure that we're ready and live to go for the first fight.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Looking forward to it. I think it's been a little while for some of the names that are on the card coming in. It's been a while for them fighting, and yeah, looking forward to it. We're at that stage where the hype is high, and you can hear Gareth in the background. He's giving his orders. So yeah, really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. For me, yeah, I love it. I'm sat there talking about people fighting, and I'm that close to the action that I can just sit there and enjoy it. And it's meant to be a job, but it's not really. I really enjoy it, and I can't wait. I can't wait for it. It's really good.
Sharknado 30, when we came, it was one of the first UK shows after all the lockdowns. The atmosphere was absolutely incredible. I had somebody come up to me tonight, just before we did this interview, and say, do you think it'll be like that? When you get a group of people together that haven't done something that good in so long, it's the vibe, isn't it? It creates it across the whole venue. Now, we haven't been through lockdowns and things, but it's been a really, really bad time for people. So you've had, obviously, the war in Ukraine, cost of living crisis and things. So it's not been a fun time, and this is going to be a night where people can forget about it, because we're going to be throwing fight after fight after fight at them, and they're all well matched and they're all going to be explosive. And put that in with the biggest show you've seen at a live event, a live MMA event, with the pyrotechnics and the lights and the music. I'm really hoping this is going to outdo Sharknado 30. So for me, when the last hand is raised, I'm already thinking about the first touch of gloves on Sharknado 34 on March the 18th. Really what we're looking for now is the next big venue, and I'm really pleased to say that there are some plans in motion for us to take it to even bigger venues for bigger audiences, so they can come and see what they're missing out on in Portsmouth.